What's up, guys? It's me, Fran. It feels like a while since we've been live, and what a time to come back to live streaming. I've just finished watching Arsenal win just against Luton. I was ready making a thumbnail for Arsenal have drawn against Luton, about to have a meltdown. I was all over the place, and in the end, Arsenal have won it, but we're going to get into it. Stay tuned because I've got player ratings, I've got overall match thoughts, and much more. But the best part is player ratings. So I'll need your help to do some player ratings. Right. Oh, I just need to breathe because just that whole match was just a complete catastrophe. I mean, you might have seen, but the thumbnail I had prepared for this was talking about how great Arsenal's attack is now, because that had been my main criticism at the beginning of this season. You'll have seen that the last video I did was talking about how great our defence is and how the attack needed to improve. Little did I know that today the defence would be all over the place, but the attack was good. I'm so confused. That was such a chaotic match. But yeah, anyway, my name's Fran, otherwise known as Golartzo. And first of all, thank you so much to you guys who watched my Bergkamp video. So I drew Dennis Bergkamp last week. I think I've got it here. Yeah. Here is my drawing. Super proud of it, and I did a video all about that. So if you haven't checked it out, please do go and give it a like. That would make my sad little week. But anyway, I can't believe what I just watched. There's so much, and we'll get into all of it. But thank you so much for joining me. It's been a while since I've been live, but welcome back to the channel, and thank you for joining me. So let's see what you guys are saying. Arteta head. Yes. Hello, Afghan C4. The Dugout Football Channel. Hey, Doug. I hope the family's doing well. Thank you for popping in. Doug said, Luton Town are proving to be no pushovers at Kenilworth Road. Great performance from them, but Arsenal find a way of winning games. We certainly do. I still can't believe it. I had already zoned out thinking we were going to draw 3-3. It was crazy. Ravi, what's up? Hey, oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Please like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate that. Ravi saying Luton always plays good football. Yeah, there was so much overconfidence going into this match, and then another string of people saying this could be a real banana skin, and it turned out that the match was somewhere in the middle. It was a banana skin, but we did come through it in the end. And first of all, I wanted to start by saying how well Luton played. I mean, they came in at 110% and just really, they had a really good game plan, which was just to run their socks off and disrupt Arsenal's play, not let us get any solid possession, really get physical with us. And they carried out that game plan amazingly. And they actually scored, which is really unlike Luton because they've been one of the lowest scoring teams of the league. It was nuts. It was nuts. But yeah, we'll do player ratings and all of that. So AFC always, hello, saying, Fran, good evening, but for Arsenal to concede 3 goals at Luton is not good enough. If we play like that against Villa, we will get our pants pulled down. You're so right. That Declan Rice goal, I'm wary of that putting a plaster on everything that happened that match, because I feel a totally different way than I did 10 minutes ago when we were still drawing 3-3. Whereas now that's gone, it's kind of like, oh, let's brush that under the rug. Like, Declan Rice scored the winner, we won, we came through. Let's just forget all those mistakes. But I don't want to forget all those mistakes, because through recognising our weaknesses, that is how we can improve. So we're going to go through everything in the player ratings. But yeah. Ravi, thank you, saying you like the Bergkamp picture. I very much appreciate that. It took so long. So thank you for watching that video. Right. So anyway, let's get into it. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. The match has literally just finished. I'm still just in shock by whatever that was, but let's have a look. So yeah, originally the stream was going to be about how Arsenal's attack has really improved since my long kind of hour-long presentation comparing the stats of this year and last year. But now I feel like I just want to talk about what just happened. But I do want to say that recent results have been really good. We've been scoring lots more goals than when I did do that kind of third of the way through the season breakdown. So the attack has really lit up. It seems like it's kind of clicked into gear. But now the defence has gone to pot. So, oh my gosh, this club. Anyway, right. So we're going to do all this. The Luton player ratings will be the best thing. Lucky win tonight, Fran. So lucky. I actually really... I shouldn't say this being Arsenal, but I felt so bad for Luton. They worked so hard. And that final, last-minute winner, I felt so bad for them. And you could see the players just, fell onto the pitch, the Luton players, because they put so much effort in. It was really jammy. It was really jammy. But we've seen Man City over the last few years have that kind of jammy sort of luck of getting last-minute goals where everyone's thinking, oh, Man City could slip up here. And then they end up winning in the end. And maybe that's kind of the jamminess that you need to really challenge for the title. So, yeah, AFC always, I agree, saying we should not be conceding 3 goals at a club like Luton. Yeah, completely. I was looking at their stats and their goal scoring numbers are so low. And it's also really disappointing conceding that many when we've been the best defensive team in the league. And I feel like the team's really been placing a value on keeping clean sheets and things like that. And to just concede 3 tonight is really worrying. Yeah, real talk, says Niall. Luton will stay up. They have that fight, passion and desire. Yeah. And that can go such a long way. I do hope they stay up. I mean, it was an amazing game tonight. They have so much character, and the stadium's amazing. Like the fans, just what an exciting match. I mean, I wish I had been there. Like, it was just insane. So anyway, let's get into it. So yeah, we've done the cat chat catch up time. And I've got a question from Ravi saying, Fran, where did you think Arsenal looked strong? We scored some really good goals, to be fair, and I've got all that on the player ratings. Mainly, I would say Jesus, he was the real highlight of the match, and having him back in the team, his interlinking, especially with Martinelli, I think the partnership between Martinelli and Jesus for me was a real highlight where we did look really strong, and having Jesus in just makes us look so much stronger. So for me, Jesus, he's got to stay fit. Our team is so different with him and without him. So for me, that's a really strong point in Arsenal right now. And he cannot get injured. He cannot. Anyway, good question. Everyone else, put your questions in the chat. So I skimmed over this, but our recent results since my huge PowerPoint bashing Arsenal's attack have shown a bit of a turnaround, especially since Sevilla, where we won, I believe... way back. But anyway, our attacks kind of got better. It looks like Arteta just flicked a switch. Jesus has got fit again, and now suddenly we can attack again. Hey, Kyle Walsh Gunn is in the chat. Yeah, we did get out of jail tonight, Kyle. Everyone big up Kyle Walsh, absolute legend. If you want to come on, or if you're going on another channel, then please do come on. I need you to help me make sense of that. Hey, Spencer. Big up Gooner Gathering, saying Rice well worth 100 million. Yeah, people have been saying we need to go back to West Ham with another 20 million and say sorry that we robbed you. So yeah, anyway, let's get past this bit. I was going to talk about how the attack is good again, and the attack was really good again, but we'll cover that in the ratings. Oh, I'm just so I'm so all over the place. I just don't know what to think. So let's start then with Ross. Oh, hello! Oh my gosh, you're like a celebrity. You're always in Curtis's chat. You're the best commenter. So thank you so much for joining me. What did you guys think of the performance? I'm all over the place. Let's start with your thoughts on the starting 11. So I was pretty happy with the starting 11, to be fair. I'll answer your question in a minute. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kiwior. I was actually quite happy to see Kiwior. It didn't turn out to be his day today, but I keep banging on about giving these players minutes so that if we do need to rely on them at crunch times later on in the season, then they're not coming straight in cold and they've got minutes in their legs. So it was really nice to see Kiwior start. It did turn out to be quite a lot for him, and he was subbed off for Zinchenko in the 60th minute. But yeah, good to see him starting. Odegaard, Rice, Havertz and Saka. Havertz has kind of been playing himself into form a bit more quickly recently. I was really starting to lose my mind. And even just a few weeks ago, I won't like jump too far ahead of myself, because as you know, a few weeks ago I was just going on about how our attack sucks and Havertz is just completely the wrong signing, but I'm starting to see good things. So you know what, like, he's in form at the moment. Keep playing. This was one of my favorite Havertz performances as well today. He was getting involved a lot more. So yes, big up Havertz, big up Kai. And then Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, fantastic front line. It might have been it's probably a bit stronger than I'd have maybe thought. I mean, I wonder whether he might have started Eddie, but it turned out to be the right thing that he went so strong. They obviously didn't underestimate Luton like perhaps some fans did. I thought it would be quite an easy win. I have been humbled by the Kenilworth Road. Luton, like, absolutely mad, absolutely mad. Big up, always a pleasure. This is so exciting. Anyway, so you asked Raya or Ramsdale against Villa. My heart says Ramsdale, but my head says Raya. Yeah, I just the whole Raya thing, I feel like it's clear that he's the number one choice, and I'm kind of fed up of, he's received like so much abuse from Arsenal fans, and Arteta backs him. He's the number one. I kind of want to just get behind him now, because if Ramsdale was going to be rotated in and out with Raya, then we would have seen that already. But it's clear that Ramsdale's just like an FA Cup goalkeeper, and there's no point me even like wishing for him to start. If he did start, though, I would be delighted. If there really was that battle for the keeper spot, I would be really excited. But I don't think it's going to happen. And I personally want to like support Raya, because I feel really bad for him that it's not his fault that everyone loves Ramsdale so much, but for him to receive like online abuse and stuff is just not okay. Spencer with the understatement of the day, saying poor on the corner, defended, probably biggest concern. Yes, we let in, was it two? It was definitely 2 corners, and I'm not sure if it was 3, but definitely 2 corners, both really poorly defended. I will agree with you there, and we'll get into that in the player ratings. Chris B, hello, good to see you, said offensively good. Raya, Kiwior and White had stinkers. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to make of Ben White's performance, but maybe you're right. It was a bit stinky. Rice clutch again, mate. Rice absolutely clutch. Like, it would have been full meltdown mode if I was making a thumbnail of my face, like, and then like, what the heck was that? It was all over the place. Hey, big up Anthony. Raya out now, Ramsdale in. I'll stick with Ramsdale. Oh, I see. I hear it, but it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't know. Right. Anyway, so that was the starting 11. Very good. Very nice. Very good. Very nice. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Ignore that. Gil, hello. Thank you for all your support recently, especially you, Gil, and a few of you guys. I see your comments, so thank you so much. Gil saying, Golartzo. I love that. Hey, Fran, there I was, slumped in my seat, then bang. I was so miserable. I was at the 3-3, I was just losing my head. I was listening to Curtis's watchalong. Eros probably was as well. And he was losing his mind, saying, it's still Arsenal therapy if it's 3-3 by the end of the day. And I was there with it. And then I couldn't believe that final goal, honestly. Eros says, thought Havertz was great in the second half. Completely agree. Really good. Definitely the best half I've seen from him. He's getting quite a high rating from me. So, you're also saying 100% think it's going to be Raya too. It's such a tough choice, to be fair. I just don't even think there is a choice in Arteta's head. I think all of it has just been like cap, basically. I sound so like posh saying that word. I won't say that word again. But I think Arteta was just trying to soften the blow that this is his first choice keeper now. He's brought in Raya to replace Ramsdale. And he was saying, it's going to be a competition and I'll play the best keeper for each game. No, that was all just a lie, so that he could bring Raya in. And I do actually see some things I really like about Raya. I'm kind of a goalkeeper nerd, goalkeeper by heart, through hockey, which is very different, but kind of similar with positioning and things. And I think Raya's just a lot like nippier on his feet. Like he's a lot more agile. Not that you'd have really seen that today. Today Raya was not looking much better than Ramsdale. Probably looking much worse. Looking very bad today. And we're going to get into the player ratings now. Lol, Fran's not posh. She's bad and bougie, lol. My boyfriend will laugh if I tell him that no one's ever called me bad. I love it though. I'll take it. A new arc. Right. Anyway, so let's just get into it and we'll talk about Raya, we'll talk about the strikers, we'll talk about all of it. Guys, cracks me up, big up. He kills me. With Havertz, he'll go like, never rated him, and then he'll score, and then of course it's like, always rated him, and then he'll do something dumb again and say like, never rated that player. It's just jokes. It's jokes. Yeah, I love Curtis. He's so nice. Curtis, though, he said he would take some of my merch. I was going to send him and Cruz a t-shirt, and he's just so bad at checking his emails and that he never sent me the delivery address, even though he like chose. So gonna have to just keep trying to email him. Curtis is hilarious, but he needs a secretary or something. Hey Brony, what's up? Havertz growing confidently every week. Yeah, I'm finally. I'd always kind of hoped that like, okay, if we do stick with him, clearly like there is a player there and stuff, and it seems that finally it's happening. It's just, I think even Arteta probably would have been panicking that we're like a third of the way through the season and we still just see nothing really from Havertz. But it seems to be getting there. Better late than never, Kai. Welcome to the party. We sure need you. So anyway, right, let's start with Raya. I need your ratings in the chat, please. It wasn't a good day for David Raya. The moment that stands out to me is their third goal, where it just looked like there was a glitch in the matrix or something, because he fell to where the ball was to save it, and it was as if like suddenly he was he had no mass and the ball just went through him, so he fell like where he should have saved the ball and the ball just went under him. It was just a complete glitch, because it looked like he was there to save it, but his reactions must have just been like a little bit late. And I've been praising Raya for the fact that he's always switched on. I mean, earlier on in the game, I wrote a note saying he had good concentration, but clearly he just wasn't ready for that third goal. And we were leading 3-2 by that point. So at half time, you want them to come out after half time and just like lock up shop. And then Raya does that. Static, hello. Let me just interject, because this guy's my favourite, saying, hey Fran, unfortunately I have to watch this later. I've been really unwell today before tonight's match. Oh my gosh, tonight's match will not have helped your blood pressure or anything. I do hope everything is okay with you on and off social media. It's okay, same back to you. You know, life is busy, life is full of ups and downs, but we've all got each other, we've got Arsenal. But that doesn't help me. Normally it's like, a fantastic Arsenal evening, but that's just, I'm so frazzled. 17 likes already, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you for your praise on my Bergkamp stuff. Please look after yourself, Static. You're always there to support, and I'm sorry I don't get back to some of you guys' messages, especially Static, but I'm really, really bad with replying. I'll get back to you at some point, but look after yourself, please. Hey, FFF94, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Hello. So please, yes, let's get your Raya ratings in. Eros, still here. I can't believe it. This guy, I've been reading his comments for like years in Curtis's chat. Anyway, when he says 3, Eros saying 3, F saying, I blame both Raya and White for the third goal. What was that defending, man? Can be so lazy at times. Thankfully, Rice bailed them both out. Lol. Yeah, Rice and Jesus carried us today. But we will talk about each goal as it gets to like the player that it was kind of about, if you know what I mean. So, Raya, you guys are a pretty solid 3. Really, really, really shocking. This guy, like, he's not making it easy for us, like, to drop the whole Ramsdale thing. Like, just as people were kind of moving on from all the Ramsdale talk, like, he drops a game like this. Like, I just cannot. I cannot. So I wrote Raya, good concentration, bit more savvy than Ramsdale, a few longer balls, okay, and then just in capitals, conceded 2 corners. So yeah, this corner so the first one, I can't even remember what happened, but the second one, he kind of like couldn't decide whether to come out. We've been praising how well he comes out and claims the ball for corners, right, from the cross. And he comes out and basically he couldn't decide whether to jump the ball or not, and then ended up like getting completely like overwhelmed and dominated by Rice and this massive like 8-foot man on Luton's side, and just like got knocked out of the way. The ball went in. It was really, really poor. And normally I say corners are what he's good at. So maybe he was out drinking with Trossard for Trossard's birthday. And they both, yeah, as Curtis said, needed breathalyzers. Phil saying, hey, Fran, how's it going? So happy. It's going good, Phil. I don't know if I'm happy or annoyed. Like, I'm still half annoyed that we were in that position. But I'm really happy now. Anyway. Raya darkness. Right. Instead of Raya light, I suppose. Very good, very good. He's not the keeper we thought he was going to be, Fran. 3, terrible decision making. Yeah, he was well off it. Crispy saying -3 for each goal, so that would be, well, if he concedes 3 goals, then that's a 1. Even Phil, you're saying it was Sunday league goalkeeping from Raya. I'm going to have to agree, guys. I've been in Raya's corner, you know. Yeah, about the third goal, I said he should have done better. Slightly slow reactions, goes right under him. That was the goal scored by Ross Barkley, of all people. Also, Odegaard was kind of at fault there. It was a comedy of errors. So, I just seen that chat. I'll read that out in a sec. But, you know, I've really been bigging up Raya, but it was a real bad day at the office. I'm gonna 2.5 for me. 2.5. We're supposed to get him in for his composure, maybe a bit more calmness, and there was none of that today. So it's a 2.5 for Raya from me, but I hear you with the shouts of 3. So yeah, if you're new, put in your ratings for Raya, see if anyone goes above a 3, but it was not a good day at the office. F said, yo, found you from Lee and Curtis's Lee and Curtis's channels. Oh my gosh, cool. I haven't been on their channels or Jez's for a while, so that's awesome that you like found it. But thank you, that's awesome. Anyway, yeah, I need to collaborate with more people. I've been trying to get the solo thing going, but it's much more fun sometimes to just do like a panel and stuff. So yeah, let me know who I should reach out to collaborate with next. I love Jez and TJ, all those guys. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, Raya 3, you agree, saying 2 big mistakes. I'm sorry you can't concede from 2 corners. Usually good at collecting corners. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His main strength for us has been coming out and collecting those crosses. And today it was like he was a like shapeshifter. Someone had stolen Raya's skin. A Sunday League 8-year-old goalkeeper had shapeshifted using polyjuice potion. If you know Harry Potter, then you know, to pretend to be Raya, but in fact it was not Raya. He's just not making it easy for us with this whole transition, is he? Like, man. Anyway, let's stick with it. 2.5. Phil said he was always not an upgrade. You are Team Ramsdale as well, so I like that you've stuck to your guns. Your last comment didn't sound extreme, by the way, Static. We love Static in this chat because you're always honest. Like, you just say what you think, and I love that. I love that. Yep, remember to hit that like button. Thank you, Static. Everyone, big up Static. I hope you're feeling okay. But anyway, Ibby, I don't think I've seen. Is that another new name? You guys, how exciting. Saying Raya gets a 2 for me, but honestly, the whole team was awful on those corners. It was a completely different team. That whole presentation, I was talking about how good our defense is, strongest defense in the league, and then a performance like that, it was all over the place. It was all over the place, right? Oh, hello. Oh, what's up, cute girl? Thank you. Made my night. Guys, the comments are flying. Let me just let me just keep going. You're gonna make me blush. Northside Club. I love Northside. He actually said one time that we should link up. I love that guy. He's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that. I'll have to message him. I don't think I could get through. I would just be laughing the whole time. So not much talking would happen. But anyway, it's when he goes off on the Portuguese rants, I just lose it. That guy cracks me up. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Benjamin White. I've still got the photo of him with the white hair, looking like, what are those sweets? They're like an ice gem. Was that the name of them? But yeah, that hair was not a good look for him, but you know, I thought we'd let it live on in our memories. So I didn't really notice much of Ben White. I need your thoughts here because I just wrote that he got a great assist for the second goal, but was otherwise quite quiet. I'll need your help with this one. I mean, he got kind of rinsed a couple of times by some of their players. What I can say is that he was definitely a downgrade from Tomiyasu playing there, which is not great. I mean, he's kind of been replaced at the moment by Tommy, rightfully so, which kind of says what I'm saying. Hey, 101 on Arsenal. What's up, Apollo? Everyone follow his channel if you don't. The guy just, you're the font of Arsenal wisdom. Like, whenever I'm being overly impulsive and saying our attack sucks, this guy's like, calma, leave it, we'll wait, we'll see how the attack is. Just so wise. Everyone subscribe to them if you haven't. So you said Raya was awful, Fran. Yep, we gave him a solid 2.5. Ben White sitting off Barkley was terrible defending. Yeah, sometimes he just, I don't know what it is. He seems to freeze when he could be going out to close someone down. He's very kind of a reserved player, don't you find? He's never the one rushing in for tackles and stuff. He's kind of a bit more, he doesn't really dive in as much as players like Saliba or Declan Rice. I don't really notice him much in games. I know that sounds really bad. But you're saying, Phil, not at all biased, saying Benny always a 10 for me. Okay. Chris V, hello. Saying White gets a 4. The assist saved him. The assist did save him. Yeah, but apart from that, not much to shout about. He got washed. Yep. Joey, yeah, 6. 6 for the assist. Yeah, that's generous, I think. Joey, yeah, 6. He came back last week, though, and his hair was even shinier. He was even more fake tanned and, more, my boyfriend said he didn't look like a real person, which is a bit harsh, but... JP, hello, welcome. Saying Arsenal fans getting too confident. All I heard pre-match was 0-3, 0-3, 0-3, 0-4 predictions. I had money on Luton, plus 1.5. Get in, we all win. Yes, well done. You must get, I don't know. I must get your opinion then before the next game, because I went into it. I didn't have time to do a video, but I went into it feeling like we would get the win and it would be a bit of an easier night than it turned out to be. But I was under kind of no illusions about how tough the ground is to go to. And when we do have to go to these midweek games or Sunday, early Friday, weird timed games, and it's a littler stadium and the crowd are on us, that's kind of when Arsenal tend to struggle. If you get at Arsenal, get really physical, get in their faces, we have been known, it's getting better, but we have been known to kind of lose our heads a little bit. And that's kind of what happened tonight, which is really disappointing considering how far we've come this year in terms of calmness and control and composure. That was a last year match, okay? That was not a calm, composed 2023 match. It was, I think Arteta's actually going to be a little bit fuming. So yeah. So Raya gets a 2 and a White gets a 3. What else have we got? Seems a bit out of it. 4. You're saying 9.5. White 6. linked up well with Saka and got a great assist for Jesus. He did link up better with Saka today. I did notice that. But like I said, the way he defended the third was so lazy. Played well despite that, though, so we'll have to allow it and give it a 6. Okay. Rice is the king of football. Yeah, I'd agree with that. He's just getting better and better. Fran, bit generous. Hope we can get Tomiyasu back for Villa. Yes, yeah. All these small stadiums just take my mind back to the Bradford loss in the League Cup in 2013. I hate these small grounds, man. It's always the way. It's always the way. This comment, so at least we finally got revenge for 87 League Cup final. Yeah, what is it? We haven't beaten them like in the last 10 times we played them at Kenilworth Road or something. But I do know that they beat us in that final, even though I was not born. So I don't know. This comment saying, "Cute girl, can you pronounce my first name? Much love from Pearl of Africa." I'll give it a go, but I really don't want to offend you, so I'll try. Akandwanaho? Akandwanaho? Dave? Oh, or is it David? Anyway, I tried, but yeah. I have never actually left Europe, so my pronunciations are not quite there. But thank you so much for coming and complimenting me. That's very kind of you. So Benny Blanco, we've got somewhere between a 9.5 and a 6 and a 4. So should we give him I'm going to go for a 5.5 for me. So he did do really well with that assist for the second goal. But apart from that, was kind of anonymous and not quite as good as Tomiyasu. So that's kind of my take on it. Let's go on to the next player. Saliba, big Saliba. Let me know. So my notes for him were just so calm, never panics or jumps in, looked unfazed by this kind of a game. However, I need to go back and watch the goals, but should he have done better on some of these goals? I don't know why our defence looked so like bodied in these corners when we've got players like Saliba and Rice. Like we've got big defenders, you know. Where was their kind of muscle in the corners? I don't know. For me, it wasn't like an outstanding game for Saliba. But I mean, he's never less than like a 7, is he? He's just like outrageous. I don't know if you were watching the pre-match from Amazon, and like Saliba did a little interview, and then it cut to, I think it was Gabby Logan just going like, "What a voice!" It just made me laugh, like her like thirsting over Saliba's voice. But yeah, I can't believe he's 22. He could easily be in his 30s with the maturity he plays with. But not like an outstanding game, but just really solid as usual. So I'll probably give him like an average performance for him, which would be a 7. Do you guys think that's fair? So you're saying 8 for Saliba. Not sure any defenders did well at corners. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Phil. Saliba a 6-ish. Phil was watching an Irish stream. Why, Phil? Actually, maybe you don't have Prime, to be fair. I don't have Prime. I just use like my family members' Prime. But on a side note, I actually really enjoyed the Prime coverage. I think they were pulling out all the stops. I don't know about you. Like, they had barely any adverts before the game, and they had Thierry on, and who else they have on? They had Edu, they had like Arteta, they had Saliba, they had all these exclusives. And then they had that cool like substitution count in the second half. I think they were really trying, you know, because they don't get as many games as TNT and Sky. So they were kind of trying to stand out, and I appreciated it. Set pieces killed us tonight. They did. And like, how long has it been since we actually conceded a corner as well? I hope they get, like, if you'll excuse my language, a massive bollocking when they go back into the changing room, because that was like 7 steps backwards, if you know what I mean. Right, I've just got to plug in my laptop here. Unfortunately, that means my little sign's going to go out, but I'll have to manage. Give me 1 moment, please. Let me know your ratings for... Wait, I'll mute myself so you can't hear this. Let me know your ratings for Saliba, and 1 moment. Okay, that's okay. You should see this, guys. I've got it on a plastic box, and then I've got a cardboard box, and then I've got my laptop, and then I've got a light like stood on my laptop. It's just chaos. It's chaos. Almost as chaotic as tonight's game. But yeah, so 6, 8, 6. Ibby, that's a good point, saying, I don't know why our defenders and big lads didn't actually help Raya out and muscle their players out the way. Good composure as always, but I don't know. I think I'm just angry at the whole defence, though. Yeah, I'm pretty angry at the whole defence as well. It was a mess. It was a mess. Set pieces killed us, 6.5. So, 6.5, 7, 8. I'm going to stick with my 7, I think. Pretty average, but at the end of the day, like as a defensive line, you let in 3 goals from Luton. Luton, we're not playing Liverpool, we're not playing City. And all credit to Luton, like they did play well, but it's not good enough. Right, Gabriel, I don't really have loads to say about him. He should have had a pen near the end of the game when he jumped in the air and just got like flung out the air by his sleeve. But I don't have too many problems with the reffing tonight. Perhaps like they could have protected our players a little bit more. I'm glad no one got seriously injured. But Gabriel, okay, but then not really okay. I didn't notice him as much as Saliba, so I'll make him a little bit less than Saliba, and it'll be a 6 for me. Akandwanaho. I'm so bad at saying it. Says, oh my goodness, you pronounce it very, very well. Thank you. I tried. I invite you to come to Uganda. I'll take you to Queen Elizabeth National Park. That sounds very, very beautiful. One day, if I am lucky enough to visit Uganda, I will have to hit you up. But at the moment, I can't even save up to go to London, let alone leave Europe. But thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Yes, guys, remember to hit a like on the video. I would very much appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. Oh, I'm blushing. Anyway, Gabriel for me is a 6. Let me know if you agree, disagree. F saying it's weird because we conceded 3, but I don't think the centre-backs were that bad today. 6 for both. Yeah, they didn't really have like howlers. It's just inexplicable, like what happened. I'm gonna have to rewatch the match and maybe do like a deeper dive because what the hell. Right, so Kiwior, your thoughts on Kiwior, please. I think the fact that he got substituted off on the 60th minute kind of says quite a lot. My notes were he had an odd clearance early on where he like dived in for no reason. He looked raw and he struggled. I think he just looked a little bit like a deer in headlights. I think it showed how few minutes he's been playing. And I would say after this, don't just bench him for lots of games again. Play him again. He's not going to be up to the standard of the rest of the defence if you barely ever play him. I'm liking the more rotation this season. And if you want that gap to close between Kiwior and some of our other great defenders, then you need to play him more. Or you sign someone else in January that's a bit more ready. So Kiwior, he looked really raw, not used to it, not enough game minutes for me. Perhaps the game was a bit physical for him, a bit confrontational. He's good when we have lots of possession and he can kind of be a bit techie on the ball, make lots of passes. When they were all up in his face, he was really struggling, especially with them sprinting at him on the break. So for me, I really like the guy. He's got loads of potential, but it's a 4.5 for me. What do you guys think? As Curtis would say, the kiwi is still not ripe. Gil saying that it's a bit more of a 6 for Gabriel. Gifting Luton 2 goals maybe made them look better than they were. Yeah. They were really good though. I like fair enough. Phil, you're always generous with your scores, saying Kiwior 5.5. Gil saying Kiv was terrible. I like that, Kiv. It's like Kev, but 3. A bit like Rami, he really needs a run of games. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't know if that's going to happen for Rami, but for Kiwior it needs to happen because our defensive line is looking pretty light. 4.5. Kiwi. Sean Peter, what's up? Did your hoodie arrive yet, or was it a t-shirt? I shipped it over to you in South Africa like weeks ago, but sometimes the customs. Let me know, Sean Peter, and thank you for jumping in. Is it morning for you already? My gosh, let me know what time it is for you, Sean Peter, and the rest of you. For me, it's 11:15. Oh, I can't stay on too late because I've got to work in the morning. But anyway, Kiwior better centre back than left back for me, 5. Yeah, I completely agree with that. He looked a little bit lost out there, especially on like a crazy game like this. Make him play left back on maybe a slightly easier game with a bit less pressure. For me, he's getting 4.5. That's a good one from Phil, saying more chance of me being a Bond girl in the next Bond movie than Rami getting a run out. That would appear to be the case, Phil. Will there be another Bond movie? Or did James Bond just... Okay, spoilers alert. Did they just kill him? Absolutely outrageous. As a Brit, I feel like a part of me died. But anyway, next player, Rice. What are we saying? Hey, man. I don't think I've seen you either. So many new people. Welcome. If you are new, I chat loads about Arsenal, but mainly I do Arsenal art. So if you don't agree with my football opinion, don't worry. That's not my main thing. The art is. Just disregard the football and just concentrate on my art, which you can see in the description on my website. Right. Eros saying Kiwi 4 and Rice 10. Yeah. It's odd because I thought Rice was doing great. Look, I'll show you my notes. But then my boyfriend said that it just wasn't a good game for him. So I don't know how some people can watch the same match and just come up with a completely different view. So anyway, my notes for Rice were that this was his type of game. You know when we've been called like soft Arsenal and stuff? I think if you wanted to bring in any player that's going to thrive when like the going gets tough, that would be Declan Rice. Like he's made for this. He was born for this kind of game. I did write that he could have done better for the second goal conceded, which was basically like every defender could have. It was just like a mess. Whereas my partner said that he was not like his usual good self, but I think like no one was like outrageous today, maybe except Jesus. So even if Rice did dip in the middle, the fact that he scored that 96th minute winner kind of just brushes over that, and I'm willing to forgive him. Not the perfect performance, so for me, I'm going to give him a 9 because, you know, there are a few like defensive things where the defense all could have done better. Phil, you charmer. Thank you. No, he definitely pays more attention to the football than me. Actually, no, that's not fair. But anyway, Rice, for me, I'm going to give him a 9. It would have been a perfect 10 if we hadn't conceded 3 goals. But honestly, he's carrying the team. I think if he wasn't there this season, we'd be absolutely screwed. We'd have a complete donut in midfield. Teams would just run straight through us. So thank God Rice is here. Can you guys imagine if we hadn't brought in Rice? He's worth 3 times the amount of money we paid. I think he's just going to keep getting better and better till he's the best in that position in the world. He's already pretty close to me. So yeah, it's a 9 for me. 9 for me. Okay, I will look forward to your email, Sean Peter. It's 1:15 in Cape Town. Oh my goodness. I hope your work project went well too, my guy. So Gil says there isn't a score for Rice, Captain Marvelous. That guy puts the rest to shame because he's got fight. Yeah, him and Gabriel, I think. Yeah, carrying the team today. Absolutely carrying the team. Hey, Mr. Arsenal podcast, what's up? Have you recovered from that result yet? I'm not sure I have. So for me, Rice gets a 9. Let's zip on to the next, Kai Havertz. So as I was saying at the beginning, probably my favourite Kai performance yet. My notes were that I'm starting to see a bit more of him because remember when we first got him, I didn't even notice that he was on the pitch, you know? It was Ghost Havertz, Kai, I can't remember some of the puns, but there were puns. He scored the third goal as well. He scored, and it was like a classic, like what you'd expect Kai Havertz to score. Like he just kind of like loped in like a little gazelle, and then like does this weird little kick, like just completely like in position, right into the box, doing what we need him to do. I'm enjoying him getting into the penalty area, running onto the ball and scoring at the moment. Those sort of poacher goals type thing where he comes out of nowhere, does a madness, and then like he's gone. So yeah, effortless little finish, even though it's like Jorginho was talking about this as well in the Athletic interview, saying it just looks like he puts in like no effort whatsoever, but then he does something like completely mad that's like technically like really difficult, and then it's just like back to normal again. And Jorginho was saying he just looks at him and goes like, bro, how did you do that? Like you haven't even broken a sweat. And Kai will just like shrug or something. So I'm starting to kind of get like the Kai thing, maybe finally. I don't know. But yes, he arrived in the box from a Jesus assist, and we all talk about Jesus. Jesus was amazing. Really nice to see him running up the pitch with the ball. Yes, when looking for the fourth goal. I don't know if you guys noticed. Don't know if you noticed, but he actually took the ball and ran with it up the pitch on this huge run when we were trying to get the fourth goal. And I thought, that is what I've been waiting to see. Like actually taking the game by the scruff of the neck and trying to like initiate things. So that for me was really exciting. And I also saw him actually shouting at other team players and like communicating and giving direction stuff. So bless him, like maybe it has just been this whole time, like he has needed to like feel at home. And that's kind of sweet, I think. I know he's a professional footballer, but like needing so long like to feel comfortable enough to like be himself, it's very sweet. But 60 million, I don't know how much compassion I have, but luckily he's getting there now, and it's beautiful. He's blossoming like a little butterfly coming out of his chrysalis. Is that what they're called? And I'm here for it. I love it. The better Kai is, the better we all are as Arsenal fans and as the Arsenal team. So Kai, I'm proud of you today, Kai. Still, I'd like to see kind of more involvement. It does feel like sometimes him and Odegaard are just, that is a good point actually. Him and Odegaard, there's like no chemistry. They never seem to pass to each other. If they could get linking together, then things would be much better. But let's give Kai, for me, Kai gets an 8 today. Let me know what you think. Sean is saying, oh, let's go back. Sean, and you guys know, if you go back to my video about whether we're better or worse than last season, I did like a 20-minute rant about why did we sign Kai, but I'm starting to see it like just in time before I totally lost hope. But yeah, Mr. Arsenal, you got your hoodie the other day. Awesome. Yes, I got you got the little personalized one. I hope the text was okay. Remind me what hoodie you got. Was it a Saka one? But yeah, guys, if you don't know, then the link in my bio takes you to like my artwork hoodies, and I'd love it if you could check them out. There's actually a Black Friday deal on at the moment, which is 20% off everything. So please do check it out if you're looking for a good Arsenal gift. I've just redesigned the website anyway, but I'll talk about that at the end. Thank you. I'm so glad it arrived okay, Ryan. And everyone subscribe to Mr. Arsenal if you have not already. Oh, I missed out your comment, F, but you said Rice gets an 8. If we actually win the league, it will be because of him. Completely agree. Completely agree. Jesus is starting to step up as well, but a huge game player. Like, he's so great. I actually can't. He's so good. Languid, they call it, says Phil. Hello, Ramses Medina. Nice to see you. Another new name in the chat. Welcome. Please like and subscribe if you're new. My name's Fran. It's good to meet you. So, lovely game today. Are you being sarcastic? That was the most stressful thing I've ever experienced. You give Havertz an 8.5. Yes, Ramsey's saying true, 8.5. I'm giving him an 8. Gil's saying 29. No, not that much. 7. Just don't like the 65 million Premier League proven player being hyped up for doing the basics. Love the song though. That's a pretty fair take, and I'll agree with that stance. That's a solid stance. Eros saying, do you send to the States? Yes, I do. I do. But it does take a bit longer, obviously, than UK shipping, and then I have to. It's a bit more shipping cost, but I do ship over there, and if you get the discount as well, it shouldn't be too bad at all. So, oh my gosh, if you could if you wanted one, then send me a DM and I can work out a shipping thing for you if you like. That would be very cool. The result was lovely, clarifies Ramses, but it was quite stressful. Yeah, the result was lovely. I still can't believe we actually came through it. I'm so glad. I'm still kind of in the mindset that we're at 3-3 and I'm waking up tomorrow still trying to work out what just happened. I feel so bad for Luton. I really think they deserved the draw. I know every other fan tonight will be so mad that we actually got that. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, just contact me through the website. Oh, that'd be so cool. And you can tell Curtis that I need to send him his merch as well. But yeah, oh my God, I'm so stressed. Right, let's get on to the next player. Odegaard. Right, so my thoughts about Odegaard were that he was not that great today. It was one of those ones where when the going gets tough, when it's cold, when the fans are on him, when the pitch's a little bit of a mess, Odegaard kind of goes a little bit Ghost-Odegaard. I don't know if I got that wrong today, but my notes were he was quiet and a little bit sloppy. I noticed quite a few times where he was making rash tackles and things like that and then getting beaten. What do you think? It was kind of a mixed game for him. Definitely not his best. And he made quite a few errors, but nothing outrageously bad. What did you think? Hey, Gooner Gathering, hello! Everyone subscribe to Gooner Gathering as well if you haven't. I must come on the show again soon. I've barely been able to keep on top of doing the shows on my channel, let alone any collaborations. But over Christmas, I'd love to at some point. Thank you for coming to say hello. So F says, Havertz an 8, really came alive second half. What does ICL mean? Finally, he's actually having a positive impact. That's more than hockey assists to Martinelli. Guess he was really lacking confidence. Always rated him. Of course, always rated him. He does give it away, Odegaard, when he's pressured heavily. He does. There's always this thing following Odegaard where it's he's a little bit soft, when someone big's coming up against him, when the pressure's on him, he kind of does crumble a little bit, but he's kind of one of those players a bit Silva, I guess, nowhere near as good as Silva. That physicality isn't really his thing, and he can kind of outclass them, if you know what I mean. But yeah, there were a few messy moments today. ICL equals I can't lie. Learn something new every day. Come on. Hey, new. Big up Fido27. Oh, Jamaica. Are you from there? Or I would love to visit. I would just love it. There are so many places I want to visit. I've never even left Europe. The cold weather's not for me. I grew up in Spain. I'm a hot weather person. Get me out of England, honestly. Gooner Gathering says, regarding Odegaard, didn't stop working and provided the last-minute assist. You are right about that. He does never stop working. And that last-minute assist, I didn't realise he provided the assist. So he did get that assist, which was, in the end, the winning goal. He's got the touch. He do have the touch. He do have the silky touch. Odegaard 7, assist saved him. That was clutch. I can't lie. It was clutch. It was fantastic, but I got enough of that last season, okay? I was kind of getting used to we can sit back, we're going to win 1 or 2-0, get a goal, and then shut up shop, nice and calm. I'm not ready for this again. Warn me first so I can get some water, a stress ball maybe. I was just getting used to the controlled, calm way of football, and I'm not ready to go back to the 89th, 99th minute winning goal life. No, that was a good bit of fun, but let's get back to control, please. Hey, George, welcome. Saying, watching you from Kenya. was really hard to watch. All the way from Kenya. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. That is awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. What time is it over there? Again, I would love to visit Kenya. Fantastic. We have rubbish wildlife here compared to you guys. We just basically have badgers, maybe foxes. Deer are pretty cool, but nothing like what you guys have out there. So I love animals. Yeah, that's my thing. Phil saying, I would love to be living back in Cyprus rather than freezing seaside North Norfolk. We're in danger of getting into a British weather conversation. You know, us Brits love to talk about the weather. It's not even a myth. We do really love it. Living in Cyprus sounds really good right now. 2 a.m. Big up to you and everyone who is abroad watching these Arsenal games. I don't know how you're going to sleep, George, after that. I'm still full of adrenaline. It's only nearly midnight here, but you must be buzzing. 2 a.m. I hope you don't have work in the morning. But yeah, that was a mad match. Madness. Golazzo going worldwide. That's very sweet of you, but we're hardly worldwide yet. Let's get to 1K subscribers first. Ramsey's saying, I always hoped... Oh, on that, yes, if you are new, then please do subscribe, because I really want to get to 1K and then we can do a giveaway. So thank you. Ramsey's saying, I always hoped they could score, so if they didn't, I'd be destroyed. Yeah. It did. It was just crazy. It was crazy. Indeedy Gooner Gathering, Mystic Global Fran. Yes, thank you guys. Right, let's whiz through the rest of these player ratings. I get too distracted with the chat and then I'm on for 2 hours. So Bukayo, what did we think? It was another one of those quiet games for Bukayo where we don't really see... He didn't seem to have much of the ball, but then before I know it, he has an assist for the first goal and then a pre-assist for the second, and I felt like I'd hardly seen him touch the ball. But that's what he's been so good at this season, not being involved in every single touch of the game, but I guess being more efficient with his actions. So I feel like he hasn't been as involved this season in terms of amount of touches on the ball. I'd have to look at stats, but what he does do is really, really effective. Do you know what I mean there? So, yeah, he got an assist for the first, pre-assist for the second. Just another really great performance. Again, he's getting beaten up, double marked out the game. And it was cool to hear him the other day when he was asked, I don't know if it was in international break, but when he was saying that, this season is so much more difficult because he's being double, triple marked. But it was nice to hear that he rewatches all his games to work out how he can adapt to that. So he's still kind of learning what to do now that he's target number 1. But he's working on it, he's getting there, and crucially, he's still getting the numbers. So maybe a 7.5 for me. I don't know if I just didn't notice him much in this game. I thought he was pretty quiet, but then he's got the numbers. So maybe I'll give him an 8. I'll give him an 8. Right. So F says, I hear you totally about the control. Don't need more Bournemouth, lol. Although Bournemouth was one of the best moments ever. So I say that I don't want them, but I love it. I'm a glutton for punishment, I love to suffer. But deep down, I always knew the attack would have to bail out the defence, just didn't think it would be against Luton, lol. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy because our defence has been what has been so good, and then it's been the attack that's been struggling this season, and I just don't even know what to think anymore. So Static says, Fran, I'm back to say this. You must do your collabs with Del Boy Gunner TV and Northside. That is all. Yes, I saw you on Del Boy's show, I think, the other day. Del Boy's such a legend. He's so nice. And Northside, that must happen. I would love that. 41 likes? No way. That is so close to our likes record, guys. Thank you. Right. Lottie loves to suffer more being a Man United fan. Oh my gosh. Yes. Guys, if you don't know, that's my twin sister. She's a Man United fan. It's just glorious times at the moment. I'm so excited for Man United Chelsea tomorrow. Up the Chelsea. It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing. I might have to do a stream with her soon. F says, Saka 8. Thought he had his best game all season. See, sometimes I'm just focusing on one thing and then I can't see what another player's doing. It's so hard to do player ratings. I like to rewatch it so I can really see, but maybe I just missed it. So you thought he had the best game all season, drove us on second half, should have had another assist for Trossard. My favourite player. Just hope he doesn't burn out end of the season again. Yeah, me too. I would like him to be getting a bit more rest. I don't know why Reece Nelson's not playing. Yeah, we don't want him burning out, and I do worry about that. I do want to see him rested quite more. Ramsey's with a solid assessment. He was quite good. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree, to be fair. He's quite good. So I'm going to give him an 8. And F, you agree as well. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right, but yeah, Bukayo Saka, absolute legend. He's doing so well. I just absolutely adore him. He's just going from strength to strength. And this new hurdle of being double marked out of games, he's overcoming that as well. I just think there's no limits to him. I can't say enough good things about him. Gil, you reckon that Saka kind of a mixed bag with him? 8. Ramsey's, yeah. I like these kind of like forward. Honestly, 9.3. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I love it. Anyway. Okay, we'll stick with an 8 or a 9. Right, so Jesus. Absolutely my man of the match today. I don't know about you guys, but he absolutely blew me away today. Him and Declan Rice carried the team. Jesus was just absolutely fantastic. Scored the second goal, of course. Assisted one or two others. Stunning game. Carried us. Stood up to be counted. What I love about him is he is standing up to be counted, especially this game. Every time he got the ball, it was like, I'm going to change this match. A bit like Declan Rice does. Saka does it too, to be fair, but Jesus, every time he got on the ball, it was like magic today. I mean, I thought he was going to injure himself, though. The amount of running that he was doing and these crazy runs with the ball. I was like, Jesus, slow down. Look after yourself. But him on full strength like this, it's just something to behold. The only problem is he's not on full fitness like this enough. He'd be by far the best player in the team, to be fair, for me. Maybe not goal scoring is still, I still got questions about his consistency in goal scoring, but in terms of his play and overall, when our attack was really struggling and to where it's got now, where it looks like we're working and scoring again, for me, I think the one factor that's changed is having Jesus back. I can't stress enough how much he improves the team. He was just incredible today. That game today for him was a masterclass. So Jack says, next game, Arsenal fan, don't take your heart with you to the next game. Health warning, 8 for all the 10 players, but 5 for the keeper. I like that. Solid assessment, Jack. Yeah. I can't not take my heart, though, to the game. I guess so. No, it's too emotional. That's kind of why I love Arsenal, though. You have to kind of like to suffer. Jesus, 20 out of 10. Magnificent today. Absolutely. One of his best games in the Arsenal shirt for me. Jesus, 9. Much needed goal and assist. Brilliant. Yeah. Saka's best game for me, going back to Saka, because we were 3-2 down and needed him to shut up today, and he did. And yeah, you're saying it right. Haha. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe I was so sidetracked by how amazing Jesus was being that I missed out on all the good things Saka was doing. Maybe I'm too used to Saka just killing it on the wing. So you're saying Jesus 8.5. Raya gets a 1 for me. You're a little late to the Raya ratings, Mr. Arsenal, but I agree. Why are you on caps lock? Yeah, I think we gave him a 2.5, but I can see why you would give him a 1, Ryan. Needs to be dropped now. Again with the caps lock, Ryan. I'm just kidding. If it was a fair fight, then he would be dropped, wouldn't he? But it's not a fair fight with Ramsdale. I just don't see it happening. If one day it does turn out that, actually they are competing against each other, then I'll be wrong, but I don't think it's a fair fight. Well said. Why, thank you. So for me, he was so good. I know it wasn't a flawless performance. I can't give him a perfect 10. For me, he was fantastic. I'm giving him a 9.8. A perfect 10. Perfect 10 would be like if it was in a Champions League final or something. Phil says I keep cutting out. Is it me? Oh my gosh, please, I hope I haven't been cutting out. Have I been cutting out, everyone? I don't know. I can't tell until I watch this back. So if I have been cutting out, I'm so sorry. That's such an annoying thing. Damn it. Hopefully I haven't been cutting out, but I'll have to see when I watch it back. But we're pretty much done there for now. Ratings for Martinelli. Martinelli was really good, to be fair. Him and Jesus have been linking up great. He scored a goal from a Jesus pass. Really good link up with Jesus. He had a great shot saved a couple of times as well. Not like his outstanding best kind of game, but really, really good. 9 for me for Martinelli. Let me know what you think. Phil says, oh no, I am cutting out a little bit. Damn it. Oh. Well, thank you for sticking with me, guys. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, damn it. I might have to update my laptop or something. But anyway, Phil says, no need to be sorry. It's all good. Always great to see your beautiful smiley face. Seems like ages. Oh, thank you. You guys are being so nice tonight. Thank you. Yeah, it has been a while since a live stream because I've been working on the pre-recorded stuff. But I'm going to try and do more live streams. It's all very busy at the moment. But I do try and come on as much as I can. I'm going to try and come on more. It has been lovely to see you guys again. So substitutes. Trossard had a really poor game. I thought Zinny, I guess, kind of solidified things in defence a little bit, but Trossard was really disappointing for me. Okay, so it's all good. All good now, the connection. Fingers crossed. It's just really annoying now that when people watch it back, it'll be all cut out. But look, let me not stress about nothing. It is what it is. So what do we think about Mikel's rating? I mean, I thought the subs were good. I feel like at the moment, Mikel's like, he's just played the Uno reverse card on us. You know, the defense was amazing and the attack was really poor. And now he's just gone like, you know what? I'll let the reins off. Boys, show them that you can attack. And then the defense has just gone nuts. So, you know, I love it. Whatever. He gets an 8.5 for me. I think Mikel's doing really well at the moment. So, yeah. F says, oh no, I'm so sorry about the cutting out. Anyway, F says Martinelli 7, great finish to get us started, but lost his man at the corner. Kind of faded second half. At least he bagged for my FPL though. Nice. I had Saka and Saliba in my FPL. Saka didn't actually score. I might have to switch Saka for Jesus or something, you know. But then Saka just scores out of nowhere, so we'll have to have an FPL chat another time. Connor, hello. Regular on TJ Warren TV and video editing and photo editing extraordinaire. Follow him at cmo.editing on Instagram. That's like a whole intro for you, Connor. Saying, sup, Fran, if I didn't have enough stress during the week, lol, that game. Trust me. Some people have been watching this from like 2 a.m. and I'm just saying, like, how are you going to sleep? I don't know how I'm going to sleep. I'm so stressed out. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Mikel Arteta 8 suspended for Villa. Is he? Did he get a yellow? I missed that. Oh. Arteta apparently banned from bench for Villa game. That's peak. That's peak. Arteta 7. His subs are better than last season, that's for sure. They're coming much earlier as well. I like how they're coming at like the 60th minute. Do you remember when we'd have to wait till like the 85th last season? That was outrageous. Too bad Trossard didn't really work out though. Yeah, I think it was the right sub, but it was Trossard's birthday yesterday. I think him and Raya, that's my theory. They were on a night out doing who knows what and just were not with it today. Someone said he got booked after the final whistle. No way. Does that even count? That shouldn't count. Also, is Haaland going to get booked for screaming in the ref's face? Posh Bertie, hello, my favourite. Trossard was very poor when he came on. He was very, very poor. I was very disappointed, but I'm allowing it because it was his birthday yesterday. Hopefully it was just a blip in an otherwise very good season. Probably not 100%. Yeah, it's not an excuse though, really, is it? Even if it was your birthday yesterday, I don't care. You should look to score for your birthday, you know? No separate charge for Haaland, such a joke. Nothing gets more aggressive than like actively screaming in the ref's face. I'm sure you've all seen that photo of him just yelling at him. That poor ref, man. Terrifying. Anyway, we'll do a quick chat catch-up time and then kind of call it a day, basically. Cheers for the shout-out. Love it. You're welcome. So, yeah, I'm pretty tired. The adrenaline's starting to wear off, so I'll stay on for another 5 minutes. If you give me any questions, that would be great. And please, I spent all week redesigning the website and stuff, so I wonder if I can show you. Share screen. Okay, share. One moment, guys. Put in any questions in the chat, but basically it's been this whole like shambles at the moment, trying to move my site from one place to another. But for those of you who've been asking, let me show you. Here we are. And what has happened is that I've put the Bergkamp ones on the website now, because I know a few of you were interested in that. So we've got all of these now. And if you're looking for a Christmas present, then please do check them out. There's 20% off. And that's kind of enough of a plug now. Phil, that's a good question, saying any band news. The news is that I quit the band. Yeah, so they were trying to make it all like hard rock. And I prefer doing like gentle, sad music. And it was trying to be, yeah, hard rock and almost like screamo. And I kept saying, like, can we calm it down a little bit? But yeah, was that a good question or a bad question? Yeah, I quit the band. Sorry. I'm going to have to go solo. Right, a couple of questions, then I'm going to have to go. Saka in his Bruno Fernandes era where he's just spamming goal and assists despite being average. I wouldn't take him out of FPL just yet. Okay, I'll leave him in. And yeah, that is how he's playing at the moment. Imagine what it's going to be like when he does finally like start to pop. Yeah, he's definitely not been anywhere near as like scintillating, like explosive, exciting to look at as last season. A bit like the whole team. But yeah, he's just spamming the goals and assists, as you're saying. So you can't book me for an event. I quit the band, man. Too good for the brand. No, too quiet for them. So still writing the soppy lyrics. Yes, I'll still use some of your lyrics. Phil's a really good poet, by the way. Let's have a sing song on Twitch. You up for it? Totally. Yeah, over Christmas, maybe, when I've got a few mulled wines in me. Oh, no way. Well done, Phil. 4XL now. Congratulations. No one ever like has to order anything. I'm so broke, like I can never order anything. So just a like on the video is more than enough. Mile High Hotspur, my favorite Spurs channel. You're so nice. Big up Golartzo, late goal again. You got to be buzzing still. I'm still like in shock. I still can't believe we scored. It must be so annoying for opposition fans that happened. But I'm okay with it because I spent 3 years, thinking that City were going to drop points and they end up scoring. So it's our turn now. TJ Warren TV, mate, I cannot wait to watch yours and Connor's show. Guys, after this, if you want more instant reaction content, TJ Warren TV, his channel is the place to be. If you're not watching his post-match reaction content, then where have you been? TJ, like, your work ethic is just something else. I stream like once a week. TJ's every day. Like, I want to be like you, TJ. Can I be you? Yes, and right. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for all the love on the Bergkamp hoodie. 44 likes. Guys, if I can get one more like, then that'll equal our stream record. This has definitely been an amazing stream tonight. Got a few new subscribers and stuff recently. Lots of new names in the chat tonight. So it's just been really nice. I was so frazzled after the match, but now I feel a little bit calmer. I've been pretty frantic, but we managed to vent. Hopefully it was like a little therapy session. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So thanks, Fran. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate you, TJ. Marlai Hotspur said, it's very annoying, yes, but good for the game. Yeah, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I've got to go to F. Let me stop waffling. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to try and do a few more live streams. Welcome to all the new people in the chat today. It was so great to see you and talk to you all, and all my old returning subscribers, Static, Phil, TJ, Crispy, all of you guys, Posh Bertie, more like frantic, am I right? End the stream. End the stream. The Fran puns are coming out. Gooner Gathering as well. Much love to you all. Thank you for your time, Ramses. Really enjoyed it. Hope you all have a good rest of the week and kind of calm down a little bit. I'm going to have to meditate. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much again, and I will see you for another live stream soon. All the love, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.